Hi guys, hello. So I started this game up like 5 minutes ago, and right off the bat, you're greeted with like this animation sequence, but it's so loud. It is so loud. It busted my eardrums. It is so loud. But hopefully the audio is okay for you guys. I don't think you guys can hear it. Hold on. It's very low for me. Hold on. I don't see it on the OBS. Hold on. I don't know if that's okay or not. It's fine though. It should be fine. Somebody will tell me, hopefully. Please. But, I ruined my voice yesterday reading all of the Dream Daddy stuff. Also, this is the prettiest opening thing I've ever seen. Like, opening screen. It's beautiful. But I ruined my voice reading all day yesterday, so I'm sorry if I sound a little weird today. I might not read everything, but I'll try not to scroll past too much. But why does this say continue? I haven't even played this game. I'm going in totally blind. Jury. Chef Jury, sir. Cute. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. What is this poster? There is so much going on. Hold on. I used to have shoes like this, but they were bright orange, and that's all I wore throughout high school. Probably wasn't the best style choice, but I loved them. I don't like this. I don't like this poster. We have pearls. Does that mean are we a lady? Or are we a male protagonist? I don't know. I assume we're a lady. What's this? Oh, gotcha. Zoom. We like K-pop. I personally I haven't really listened to a whole lot of K-pop, but for the stuff that I have listened to, I really like, so maybe I'll go through and listen to more. I don't know. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. What the fuck? Or you could sleep, or you could wake up. No. Your first day of culinary school, no time to sleep in. Oh, literally, this is how it was. Smack that alarm clock! Laying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. I went to, a very esteemed culinary school, thank you. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? And time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. Well, who will be there? There's other students, there's the professors, there's the chefs. What will we cook? It depends on your curriculum. What should you wear? For me, I had to wear, like, my chef coat and my little hat. And it's not really a hat, it was like a bandana sort of situation. I just had to make sure that my hair was back. And over my chef coat, I had to wear an apron. Yeah. And then clean slacks and non-slip shoes. That's what I had to wear. In case people didn't know, I went to culinary school before I started VTubing. I'm a culinary graduate from pastry arts. Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. We should probably get up. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, bits deodorant. Nothing can stop you. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. A beautiful, probably radioactive biscuit? Why is it green? Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's so cute. She's the most adorable, awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. I do. Look at how cute. Good morning, Jerry. Are you excited for the first day of our lives? First day for the rest of our lives. What? Actually, she's doing the Mako pose from Kill la Kill. Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, then I ate it. I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? No, don't cry. You're gonna do so well. Pet, 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 pet. Classic Miriam, raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day-only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Why was she trying to kiss a mannequin? Pep talk your best friend, change the subject to school gossip. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Let's change the subject. It's hard to see Miriam like this, frankly quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. All summer you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who is enrolled at the school. Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deets? She's so cute. Hi, Nado! Oh, thank you for the head pat. Thank you! Oh, get this. I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. Oh god, we're bringing powers into this cooking. From an egg! Okay, no bongs till January. I don't... that's not a promise, right? He's had them ever since he was born. From an egg. Yeah, that's my face too, ma'am. An egg? Like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just a smile. You both sigh thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands onto the ground. Who dares smack my custom-engraved measuring spoons? Hey! It's Ashley. Ashley? How? Excuse me? Ashley. Ashley. Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. She's got the chicken thigh highs. Oh my god. Hello, Ashley. Oh, didn't see you there, chicken shins. Okay, listen. T-Rexes were not... I'm not a chicken! You leave Jerry shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Thank you, Miriam. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. I would change my name completely, not just add more letters. Because if you just add more letters, people can't even pronounce it. So how cool is that if people can't pronounce your name? If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Van the Man. Across the quad, you see Ash's best friend, Van the Man. Has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van. You rang. Oh my lord. Look at this JoJo man. How did he get his hair like that? It's shiny. Did he buffer his hair to do that? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe the University of Cooking Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's no time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. Oh my god, hello. What was that noise? Stop that! As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oh my god. Pop. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull open the door. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Jury. So, are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? He was kind of cute. No, he was cute. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. What the fuck?
Baby girl.
Oh my goodness. What is that? Who's that picture of? You stand on the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Is our teacher a dog? Is our teacher a puppy, a corgi, in a chef coat? A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable! His name is... He's on an actual podium. With a chicken head. Okay, I see. No, quiet down, everyone. Why is she doing the Mako pose? Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS All. Hey, all. He's so cute. He's so cute. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is a professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. What's happening? Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. You're immediately soaked up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish the sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be sweaty, sweats a lot. Maybe we should open the that window up, back up, before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. You both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class, and what is it with all your weird insults? Take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood. There might even be really tiny, adorable food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena? Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? His name is just generic student. Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. 3rd year? Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? I'm... Oh, he's so angry. You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you, students, that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clink made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. He's cute! I love him. Work. The class burst into laughter. No, Clank, you rascal. He's so cute. I love corgis. Corgis are my favorite dog. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. Yeah. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. What kind? Chicken snack, rubber ball, beef treat. Goodness, I can't save it. Oh no. Chimpkin? You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Well. I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Ugh. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they would have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey Jerry, there's still a seat over here. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me if you're interested. Oh no! Okay, are we going straight for Colonel Sanders or are we sitting with our best friend? Like, are we going head first into here? Or are we gonna sit next to our best friend? I would sit next to Miriam just because we know her. We don't really know anything about Colonel Sanders, but we're also trying to get with him. So it's like... We'll see how it goes. We'll sit by Miriam. You moved to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad I have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality. And there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. Oh my god. You know what? I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. So you say, but now that Marion mentions it, the Colonel is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a pop quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree, as chicken is to a slam dunk. Night vision goggles, feather. What? Night vision goggles? A slam dunk? I don't know. I don't think it's a slam dunk. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, a spork. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat! First of all, I didn't know you could eat a camel? I guess I could eat anything. Anything that's living. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Yeah. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at a culinary school. He is the best boy. Yes, he is. He is the best boy. Your total score is perfect score, 5 out of 5. Wow! Be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He is impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. Oh! We got hearts! I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity jury! You just scored me some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Oh, the cafeteria is really pretty. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance falls through the room and tickles at the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shush! Lunch, lunch, lunch! She said shush! In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Aha! That must be the smell I smelled. What you holding there? What you holding there, Pops? What is this pose here you're doing? Also, why is your waist so tiny? It's so small. Why are you so small? Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this. Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head, its contents glimmer in the light. Chicken. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. He's just stuck in this pose. He's fine, probably. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs. Oh my god, hello, bunny. The chicken man is very hot. Like, look at these arms. He's got a very tiny waist, though. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. That's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude, nah. I can't, I'm trying to do voices, it's not working. I still don't, why is his hair so shiny? I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. Thank you, bunny. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. What is this face? You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like, writing in my diary. Thank you, Nando. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. No, I haven't gotten my tea yet. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants them all to herself. I don't like her. I don't like her at all. Oh, please. Well, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Well, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He kind of looks like an eggplant, a little bit. He takes one bite, and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. This is the kind of music that just plays in my head every day. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Oh my god. Tasting Colonel Sanders' foods transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment, try and identify every flavor, savor the moment, and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim toward the light. Let's do this one. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Along with the flavors, you feel something that only can be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was that on chicken? Wait, I read that wrong. He gasped, though. You gasped because I read it wrong. How bold to come out and ask. He has a cane? For some reason? It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've only got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? Aww. You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. I can't look at it. I don't want to click it. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... censored. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Censored? Wow! You'd never guess that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. He's in tears at whatever he's holding. I'm gonna edit me, like, just in his hands at some point. I should have done that. I should have edited myself, like, sitting in his hand. That'd be so cute. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figured now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show you your own strength. Wow him with a big idea. To add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest, but thoughtful. Let's be modest, but thoughtful. Oh, we got hearts. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. You ever want to get a man's attention, you talk about their food. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Jerry. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Oh god. Why is this like... Oh, I'm getting war flashbacks. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow everything. You're not gonna blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorable tiny food creations. Welcome students to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over to you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. She looks so sad! I can't. She looks so sad. Why would I do that? I mean, I want to get with Colonel Sanders, but not at the expense of my best friend. Oh no. Hey Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Aww. Aww. Sure, Jury, I'll prepare our station. No! She's so sad. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep bop bzz. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Why am I choosing for her? It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? I'm gonna do Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of this school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. So cute. Warp, warp, warp! Hold on there, fellow. We don't even know the assignment. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzz. Little face. Tissue, I hardly know you. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Yeah, but you have to be careful with steak tartare. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I'm trying to get to point A as fast as I can, and so my brain is like, oh, KFC, mashed potatoes and gravy. That's something that he likes. So, I'm gonna choose that one in case that wasn't clear. We got hearts. I don't know if there's anything else we can get from him, like in Dream Daddy, where you get like the really good answer. And it's like the eggplants and whatnot. But the hearts, you know what? I'll take it as a good sign. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy! And I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes! No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Aha. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. And you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? His music, though. Oh no, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Jury's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Look at her change her stance as soon as he comes on screen. Pick me girl attitude. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Jury was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes sense. Especially this music in the background that is still going after Van Van left. I feel like he's just standing in the corner and this music is just going. Oh my goodness. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. I feel like we shouldn't bug her because she's trying to do her own stuff, right? But, well, if you go to Sanders, you might think it, I don't know. We'll try this one. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Jerry as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Jerry's natural talent or their loyalty. That's right, I am loyal. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he is nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy, mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you knew so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which he pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Oh my goodness! You're so pretty! Why is there weird music playing? It's like we discovered the Holy Grail. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Aw! Cute! He's so cute! Oh no. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. He's crying! Together, you dig the utensils into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Skipping of a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Alrighty, Nando. Thank you for the lure. Hold on right there, Jerry. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in a silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Why was he allowed to bring that into school? You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Fan and swipes a bit of a signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. He just fucking killed the student. Our dude right here is gonna die. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone, step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. So is this guy just fucking dead? Forever? Is that why his hands were up like that? Because he was a ghost all along? He's been haunting this school for 3 eons past. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. A ghost of student. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands at the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Cherry? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey! No, you. Shut up, I'm the only one here to say... I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The spork monster is here to fight. The spork monster... Excuse me? Spork monster? I didn't know this was a supernatural thing. I mean, I guess ghosts exist, so I guess it's fine. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Oh my god, wait, hold on. Attack? You decided to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. Ew! They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation? You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay. Sure, you do you. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They go larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Where is Colonel Sanders? You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Ow! Spork Monster uses utilitensile. Utilitensile? You take 22 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive this battle. I'll keep defending. I'll decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Buff up. No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. Are we gonna fart? Oh no, you'd better attack soon or you're likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. Chow down. Chow down does 2 damage. A powerful blow. Spork monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. The energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot 5 power pinch. Hot 5 power pinch does 10 damage. Spork monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy. Finish him. Spare the wretched beast. We'll spare him. He's having a moment. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spork monster scuttles off into the night. Oh my goodness, I want that sound effect of him just leaving. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. Did I just get a cooking spell book? You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Oop. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. But the world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. He knows where we live. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. My Colonel. Disease. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Cute! Zzz. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clink. This is exactly like how my best friend is. Like him? Like? Thank you. I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. Hold on, I just got tea. Happy. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Why does the robot know Colonel Sanders more than me? Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in high school? In his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in a pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. Thank you, me. We are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients, huh? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals. And that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling overcame me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it would be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. Listen, I'm on his good side. I can't be just giving out information like this, bestie. It's like I'm trying to get with him, so I'm not gonna just give you the secret recipe. Okay. I'm gonna make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about it was Eye of Newt? Oh god. I know, it sounds like some kind of witch's potion. But what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow. Her eyes lit up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. Oh no. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secret ingredients to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals fill the air. He came in on a fucking horse. Oh my lord. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back. No, we're not gonna run into the horse. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse stance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps this beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. Does he? Does he now? Does he do that often? You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's just what I said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Julia gets really nervous around people they like. Miriam, you can't just come out and say that. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. She really came right out with it. Oh my god. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something really bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Like, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Oh, why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? That makes no sense. Tell them to stop acting immature, act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. Let's see. Immature. This is just gonna start a fight, right? Act like you're. I'll do this one. I don't think this is gonna work. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. What? What is that word? Panache? Panache? And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. They're like Team Rocket. They're like Jesse and James. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with a sport monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing, hee hee hee. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Cling must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Well, he's angry. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard language. I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Oh my god, he's mad. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. I hate her face. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazy men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ash's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Spriggles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. He's very cute. I love the little paws. He's so cute. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. You truly do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. What? But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, jury, naturally this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Glass of water, a shimmering pepper, a dog biscuit. Speaking of glass of water, I'm gonna take a sip. Look at the pepper. Because it caught my eye. A brightly colored pepper stands out from all the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, woo! This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message, woo! You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've got some spice still stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy, you feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man. Oh, this poor guy. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth. Now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Why does she just have a cleaver that has a chain? What is happening here? Step up and tell them you're on? Demand they stop wasting everyone's time? I'll say you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it. Then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool. Oh. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, jury. We got hearts, so that was a good answer. I'll be watching your performance. Don't say that. I'm gonna do terribly if you're watching. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to the madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Timer ready? Oh no. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face. Flashing the words, timer ready. Good morning, Besser. How are you doing? That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. We're trying to get with Colonel Sanders today. You know, the KFC dude, he's right here. We're trying to get with him today. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. Oh my god. He's married. Shh. Shh. It's okay. He's not in this game. It's okay. This is a different version of Colonel Sanders. It's okay. He's married to me. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, as the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. It always boils 100 seconds after you turn the heat on. What? next to being timed! What were you thinking, Jerry? Get your head in the game. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' exact recipe, but you have an idea. 11. That's right, you might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least your head is in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. Trust. That's wrong! I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now what would be great harder to spread energy? Where did it come from? That's right, this is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Aroo! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. Sizzling is... What do you mean? Don't make me get the spray bottle. Is this the end? Yep. Okay, I'm gonna try again. We're trying again. Sizzling is the sound of success, not bubbling. Alright. You're on. Okay. Now that I know kind of what we're doing, I'm gonna get it this time. My nose is stuffy. Pick randomly. I don't know what that is. I don't remember. I'm trying, man. 11. Tail walking intensifies. Gratitude. Child, was born. That's right, this is your shot and you're not going to miss it. Aroo! I picked the... I didn't know I could... the timer went down first, farther than I thought it was. Faster than I thought it was. Silence? Silence is not the sound of success! You notice Colonel Sanders at the corner of your eye. The sound of success is sizzling, because that's how good things are made. I believe in you, Jerry. Thank you! Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy? Ah! Listen, man. There was 1 second. I don't know which one I chose. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a... I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Yeah, bye-bye. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? I don't know, man. Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Jury does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer and rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Why would you do that? But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck and it's immediately crushed by the spinnings. Oh my god. Our hand was just crushed by the fucking spinning. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. I'm still going with a broken hand. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply cannot go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Yuri's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Pretty. That is a very cracked dish, though. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good as it tells a story of excellence. I'm going to ask Jerry to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Oh, cute! Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry galette. I forgot how to pronounce that. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you, hee hee. As he places the sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. Internalize the rage you feel. You know, if it were me, I'm gonna internalize. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch on fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy, fried brow, you run for the quad to be left alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders, who's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Are we just gonna leave my hand, like, my hand got caught in the whirring of the stand mixer, which, if you've ever worked with a stand mixer, that is a no-no, and you can get seriously injured. My hand is probably broken, but here I am still going with my fried off eyebrows, and we're just brooding in the cornfield. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. We should get that checked out? I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician? I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I feel that. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People say my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster! Porco? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Porco. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right back into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be here. It sounds like there are some really bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Jury together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss his hideaway? His hideaway? A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. He's got the glasses and a baby goatee. And a chicken. He's got a thing of chicken. I don't want to know what this urn is. And there's a comb there. And then there's this random chicken. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. Pardon me. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret, just for you? Well, see, he already gave us, like, a secret from him, like, from his recipes, so why not? You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. That's pretty. I love the music they do for these. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lex hideaway. Oh, magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so that I admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. We're not gonna snoop in this man's home. Or are we? You realize that now would be a perfect time to do some scooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap. Oh, I see. Tap in a moment to discover more about the kernel. I don't want to snoop, but we're snooping. Let's do this one. Look at it! An adorable baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be the Colonel Sanders himself. Why he cross-eyed though? That, or maybe it's just a drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded, am I right? What does this urn? You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but you wipe it off and you can read the description. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Is this like a chicken-scented candle? I know people, weird people have made, like, KFC smelling candles. And I think they made one themselves, I think. I think they did. I'd have to double check and confirm that, but I'm pretty sure they did. There's a comb. What is this? Oh, it's a safe. I see. I thought it was an eyeball. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? That's what he's keeping in the safe? Woo! The door opens. I'm curious. We're going through the door. It's his coat. When you open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet, you find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hangers and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Oh god, he's caught us with it on. Oh no. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Aww. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is the moment to make a bigger move. You decide that now is your moment to make a big move. You tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth. I don't think now is the right moment. And I can't save it and go back. I can't. I'm gonna say we're cold. I think. We can also fess up and tell the truth. Which is another... would he admire the honesty, though? Like, oh, you're snooping? What are you looking at? I think what I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and sits close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. It is! Baby, it's cold outside. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about where you're going to... What? Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about where you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Oh, he's sad! Yes, Jerry? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Zzz. It was so cute. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. How cute! Just randomly chicken. Just random chicken for breakfast. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Take him down a peg? Or flatter him? Hearts. We did good. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so fast. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and go home. There's still one more day of school left after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Oh, because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something bad happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnering up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just so interested in spending some one-on time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. What do you mean you went skydiving? Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? Oh, and now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection... Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders' obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. Exactly. Hi, George! How you doing? Hello, hello, hello! After a short argument, you both agree to your separate ways. It's just Team Rocket. And when you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance they're picking on Pop. Not Poe. Though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Please don't put his head in the toilet. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hehe. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Jerry. Suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse? Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. I feel like I should go to the hospital for that. Like, if the mixer was going and I just reached in, I feel like my hand is broken still. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives as it appears things are getting close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Jerry, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Bye, Besser. Have a good day. Have a good day. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Jerry. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Jerry. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like, anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. I don't want to forget Colonel Sanders. I don't. But, like, is it gonna be, like, we're gonna forget him, and he's gonna come back, like, tenfold, and being like, you forgot our whole affection, our whole relationship, our whole friendship, all the stuff we did together, and it's gonna be this really dramatic thing, and then we're gonna, you know, like, kiss at the end or something like that. And I can't save it to go back and try. I'm curious just to see. I want to see what'll happen. You begin to recite the spell, but you stumble on the words, and the only effect it seems to have is making you forget what it is you were doing. Oh, right. After looking at the page again, it comes rushing back to you. You've got a memory erasing spell. Oh my god, I remember. Okay, I see. We're good. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. I left the little podium he's always on. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. You must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give to him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly quiet. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you not to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! He's so angry. Look at him. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. Ahem. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Jury, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see? But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. He's so sad. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off your Kool-Aid friends Jeff and Joan, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Aw, mean. Clank begins to shudder, steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. He died! No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Why is it a sneaker? Clank rips out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's entirely unclear where it come from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling every droplet of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs. But she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to settle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a branch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. Branch, not a branch. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first person to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that dog professor is gonna love it. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice the dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants-off Van Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Jury's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish come second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders and the random cherry petals that seem to appear whenever he does. Jury, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry. But the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it like there was no sound at all. Fess up about your practice dish. We're not burning a dish. We have hearts. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. Same, though. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a big helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's cute. Oh! It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. Oh my god. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll pull you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harassing. Harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe. Trademarked fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Excuse me? Egg wash? Miriam furiously injects ingredients into a tiny, itty-bitty pot. Best friend Bastard Blaster. What did I do doing? I'm cooking. Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid? Oh no. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with a lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. I have tea now, so it's good. I thought Clank left. I thought he was horrified with his shoe. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. I've been hydrating. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to... Okay. You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? We've come this far, and frankly, we could let our food speak for itself, which is what they're supposed to be doing. Or we could cast a spell. But it's evil magic. We probably shouldn't be messing with evil magic. We don't want to turn into a spork monster. Okay, I'm gonna do it the hard way. We're doing it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Oh, he gave us a wink! Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Oh, I believe in you, Jerry. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Jerry, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Cute. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's a secret ingredient. Stop putting things in my dishes! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? Uh-oh. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the poor spork monster. Steve? What happened to Porco? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Porco had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the spork monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell you a long, involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out of culinary school? Absolutely not. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Mac and cheese orange. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Jerry, you're the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show you my world of cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Jerry. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decided that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, some unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With the time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only be from one student. Hee hee hee, I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van Vans have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a sandwich. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly your book material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. God, I wish semesters were like that. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. How cute! My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pinky dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I guess I'll enjoy it by myself. And in a flash, the entire soup meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+, rarely do I taste a dish with much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a big hug. Thank you, Jerry, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I don't like the pointy spikes of this, but it looks good. Uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from the second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He's beginning to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof! Woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels his back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. I keep poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount sympathy. This isn't the last you've heard from me. Before focusing to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. Excuse me. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rose roller syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Jerry? I told you it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, it is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School of the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around to partake of the mac and cheese bowl. They seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonels have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed, everyone has passed. They were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as a site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house. Ow, cute. He's so cute. You know that Sprinkles is a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. Their casual outfits are very cute. I love hers. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at the graduation. That's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you all to finally notice me. Oh. Amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's a spork monster. He totally mellowed out. Everyone, the spork monster is no more. From here on out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name. Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. She's so cute! Maybe things didn't work out with Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know that she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop! I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We agreed it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of Chancellor such and such. Chancellor such and such. The music of the dance is interrupted by a second sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clink, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing that talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not from this Earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. You can't take my best friend. She's mine. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. Thank you, Nando. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrived and so did the flower petals. Why just the shirt and the t-shirt? Okay. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough just to give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Pretty. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken, and man, by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Jury, what are you doing sitting all alone? No, literally, like, the first time this man entered frame, like, it announced, like, sakura petals. Every time he shows up, fly out. It's just, he's so extra like that. I want that kind of entrance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tiny goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with the Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Jury. He's like this anime character that always shining and have glitter around. Exactly. He's like, he is the ultimate anime girl. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to ensure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Jury, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end! It's funny because I did graduate pastry school. Oh, it's gonna be loud again. Please no. Please no. Ah! It's so loud. Why is it so loud? Hold on. Okay, it didn't play the whole opening scene. There was another, like, when it played that before, it had this whole anime opening scene, and it was awful. It was so loud. I mean, it was amazing. It was beautiful. It was amazing. But it was awful. But we're done. Thank God. Because my voice is about shot again. Oh my goodness. That was very fun, though. That was very fun. I don't know if there's, I know I could probably do better on, certain things with it. Yeah, we're done. That was it. It was just the Colonel Sanders. But, what was it? I'm sure there's, like, a better ending, because I did, I did fail a couple things, but it's okay. It's fine. Anyway. My throat is killing me. It was very short. It was very, very short. And maybe I'll go back and see if there's another ending. I don't know. But we'll see. I do want to go back and play a couple of the other ones because I know there's secrets in certain other endings with like Suck for Love. There were endings that I didn't get for there. I am. I'm drinking tea with lemon. Yes. But we should probably find somebody to raid so I can go and relax for a little bit. Let's see. We saw MC Bone yesterday. Let's go raid him. Okay. Alrighty. Raid. I cannot wait until I get a second monitor. It'll make my life 100 times easier. Oh, alright. Okay, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I know it was a shorter stream. I kind of was hoping it was because I do need to take care of my throat. I do play D&D tomorrow, and I have to talk a whole lot during there too, with IRLs, and it's gonna kill me anyway. But, what's a raid message? We have a raid message? I don't know. I don't know what is a raid message? I don't know. I never thought about it. Oh no. I'm a terrible streamer. What would a good raid message be? I don't know. Yeah, we can. We'll figure one out later. That'll be like when we're doing like the Christmas carols and stuff like that, we can talk about it too. Okay, alrighty. Goodbye, guys. Bye, guys. I love you guys very, very much. Thank you guys for watching. My next stream I think is next week. I don't know if it's Saturday or not. I'll have to look. I don't know my own schedule. But I love you guys. Goodbye. Go have fun with MC Bone. I love that skeleton man. He's so fun. Anyway, bye. I'll stop talking. Bye.